now time to begin the International Speech Contest. With that, let the contest begin. Luke Sigourney, if you want to change the world, just stay home. If you want to change the world, just stay home. Luke Sigourney.
An inspirational speech is usually a soaring exaltation to go out and change the world, to eliminate suffering, end all war, eradicate poverty, and bring all the peoples of the world together to join hands and sing Kumbaya in the spirit of harmony and peace. But no matter how great the cause, or how gifted the speaker, nobody mentions that most of us simply don't have time to fit world peace into our busy schedules. I would love to end hunger, but I have to pick up my daughter from soccer practice. I would love to end all war, but my boss is keeping me late tonight. Being busy is the #1 cause of apathy in our society. So I have another idea. A simple change we can all make that, if implemented, will give us all more of the one resource we need to make our world a better place: more time. And that change is to work from home. You heard me right. If we all just got in our cars, went home, and stayed at home tomorrow, the U.S. Census Bureau tells us that we would collectively save 130 billion hours of our own time and $365 billion of our own money each year. More than that, study after study shows that by commuting to work and working in an office environment, our society becomes more obese, has a higher rate of health problems, higher rate of diabetes, we're more depressed. Harvard University conducted a study that shows healthcare costs related to work stress are $190 billion a year. Tack that on to the $365 billion we're already saving by eliminating the commute. And simply by staying home, we're already saving $500 billion a year. How many 10K fun runs for the cure, or awareness quilts, or awareness months would it take to get 130 billion hours and $500 billion? When all we needed to do all along was just stay home and keep our car in the garage. Working from home has many more benefits than that. Obviously, when you eliminate your commute, you don't have to drive. That's less CO2 emitted into the atmosphere and less traffic for the remaining people on the road. Mother Nature smiles down at you for cleaning up the air. Al from accounting smiles down at you for opening up another parking spot. Or maybe he just sends you a nicely worded email. Hey, thanks for opening up spot 299, saved me a few minutes this morning. It's more than this. It's also a life or death situation. Did you see the road on the way here? Just this morning, 93 people died coming into work. This year, 1.25 million people died just to get to their desk on time. Why? In an age of laptops and smartphones, do we keep doing this? The #1 cause of preventable death among people aged 15 to 29. Not drugs, not violence, making it to the 9 a.m. status meeting on time when they could just telecommute. Imagine if aliens came down and observed our society. Imagine if the first thing they saw was 45 on a Thursday evening at 5:30 p.m. What would they be thinking? They'd be thinking that we're a primitive species with no access to logic, and just head over to the next planet? Why are they going through deadly traffic twice daily for no reason? Why are they polluting their environment and wasting their resources for no purpose? Why don't they just use that time to get work done instead of sitting in an office and do nothing? Those are all very good questions, in my opinion. Working from home, you also get to spend more time with who matters most, your family. Sure, your kids sometimes can be a distraction, but at the home, you're the boss. Just send them to battle some trumped up charges. Your boss really needs to get that project done tonight. Otherwise, be closer to your family, your friends, and your community, and not just Carol in the next cubicle over. So I'm not asking you to go out and solve all the world's problems. I'm not charging you with the great cause of bringing peace to a violent world or food to the malnourished. I'm simply asking you to save 130 billion hours of your own time, $500 billion of your own money, and to bring more freedom for individual and opportunity for dream to our society. How? I'm simply asking each and every one of you to lead. Thank you very much.
Contestant number 2, Tanya Neal. They should have told you. They should have told you, Tanya Neal.
They should have told you. Don't you hate it when people say, they thought, or they said? Who are they? For all intents and purposes, in this time and space, they are your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your pastors, your teachers, your counselors, your friends. They should have told you. For most of our lives, we grew up thinking that CPR stood for cardiopulmonary resuscitation, a life-saving technique used in many emergencies. They should have told you that CPR has multiple meanings. They should have told you that CPR stands for cry, persevere, and rest. They should have told you that it is okay to cry. They should have told you that crying releases toxins. They should have told you that crying improves your mood. They should have told you that crying is the best antidepressant. They should have told you that crying is a safe and effective way to deal with stress and anxiety. They should have told you to cry so when things happen in your life like death of a loved one, divorce, or someone you love is stricken by a disease like cancer. They should have told you that it was okay to cry so that you didn't have to feel like you had to be strong and that you had to appear emotionless. They should have told you to cry. Once you finish crying, they should have told you to persevere. They should have told you that even when you've tried and all of your efforts led you to failure, they should have told you to persevere. They should have told you to believe in yourself and your dreams. They should have told you that life is not always fair, that sometimes life will beat you down. They should have told you to persevere. They should have told you that perseverance pushes you to chase after your dreams. They should have told you that perseverance helps you master your talents. They should have told you that perseverance helps you to turn your dreams and ideas into reality. They should have told you to let your faith be bigger than your fears. They should have told you that with perseverance, you have power. They should have told you that perseverance controls your access to opportunities and advancements. They should have told you that with perseverance, you can find your own kind of beautiful. They should have told you that perseverance leads to unexpected discoveries. They should have told you that perseverance expands your knowledge about yourself and the world around you. They should have told you to persevere. When you've cried and you persevered, they should have told you to rest. They should have told you that no matter how you spend your time, whether you're building your business, you're racing to meet those deadlines, you're transporting those kids, or you're dealing with your own personal crises, they should have told you to rest because life does go on. They should have told you to rest. They should have told you that when you're rested, rest helps you to make those difficult decisions. They should have told you that rest rejuvenates you and helps you face your difficult challenges. They should have told you that with rest, you can be the light in the dark world around you. They should have told you that rest revives your light. They should have told you that rest helps you to manifest your dreams. They should have told you that rest helps you realize your worth. Yes, they, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your pastors, your teachers, your counselors, your friends. They should have told you that CPR is a life-saving technique. But what they should have told you as well is that with CPR, that you should cry, you should persevere, and that you should rest. Because with these things, you will save your life. They should have told you.
Contestant number 3, Joseph Rohera. The Sands of Service. The Sands of Service. Joseph Rohera.
Deep down, we all want to save the world, to ease human suffering, to save lives or make them better. Imagine if improving our world were as simple as moving sand from one bucket to the next. We could all make an impact, one spoonful at a time. But we don't just have a spoon, do we? There's a much better tool right here. In the quest to improve our world, there are many ways to contribute, many tools we might use, but they are not all equal. In the 2007 Buy a Brushstroke campaign, 11,000 people donated over $500,000 to keep a famous painting, the Blue Rigi, in a British museum. Every one of them had the best of intentions, and they would all have said, if asked, that a life, a single human life, is worth more than any painting. Yet, that same donation could have saved human lives. $500,000 can treat a rare disease. Hundreds of charities exist that raise funds for this purpose. Hundreds more alleviate poverty or provide education. Are these the best opportunities we have to do good? Perhaps not. The disease malaria kills hundreds of thousands of people each year, over half of them children. The Against Malaria Foundation fights this disease by distributing insecticide-treated bed nets. According to the charity site GiveWell, each $3,000 donation to this charity can save someone's life. Knowing this, that $500,000 could have saved hundreds of lives, not just a few. There's an enormous gap between the impact of most charities and that of the best international charities. No matter what your goals or values may be, you can almost always find a way to do more with less. I will not ask you to give more. You don't have to. You can do so much greater good simply by giving wisely, by choosing your tools based on the evidence of what works. Visit a charity site like GiveWell or The Life You Can Save and think about the best ways to do good. So I challenge you today to think about how you donate. During the upcoming minute of silence, take out your phones. Send yourself an email. Set a reminder. Let it say this: what's my story? And ask yourself, what do I really value? What cause is the most important to me? And how can my donation do the most good there? If I support a charity that fights poverty or provides education, how does it measure its results? If it's working to cure a disease, will the cure cost $20,000 per treatment and save 1,000 people? Or will it cost $20 per treatment and save 1,000,000? Most importantly, ask, will my donation save lives or paintings? What matters most to you? If we use the right tools, the same amount of effort can yield vastly greater results. But to do this, we must be willing to compare charities and to choose from among many opportunities to do good. If we ignore these opportunities, if we avoid these tough choices because they hurt to think about, if we turn our attention towards the attractive causes, the easy and the advertised, the pretty paintings of the world, we limit ourselves to mere spoonfuls of service. No matter how we may wish it, we cannot do everything. There's not enough sand in the world to fill that bucket completely. It takes wisdom to understand that we must choose carefully from among the many causes that move us. We cannot do everything. But with a wise choice of charity, we can do more. Toastmasters.
Luke Sigourney.